What's going on, chosen ones? This is Chose the Game back again with another video for you guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about how I set up my pitching lineup and why I set up my pitching lineup the way that I do. I got this great idea for this video from this guy right here. He saw the batting lineup video and thought I should also make a pitching lineup video, and I figured, why didn't I think of that, right? Like, it only comes hand in hand. Anyway, we're about to jump right into this, guys, but listen, if you are new here and you like anything that is MLB Perfect Inning 2019, that is tutorials on how to get better, that is live battle action, that is club battles, that is anything that is MLB Perfect Inning 2019, definitely start by clicking that subscribe button and click the notification bell right next to it so you guys are always notified of my next video. Okay guys, let's just get right into this. When it comes to my starting rotation, I picked the most consistent pitcher that I've used. So what that means is someone with a low ERA, someone with a high pitch mix, and someone that I feel personally confident with. Now, I've seen in the past where a lot of other people, and even myself, have set up the starting rotation with the highest first, so that means the highest score or points, or for instance, like the Nolan card that you see over here as the fourth spot, he's 116. That usually would be first, but no, I tried that, it didn't work for me. This way works the best. So what you can do is just make sure you check on your pitcher's ERA and check on the people that you feel confident with, and go from there, from 1 to 5. Okay guys, let's get on to the pitchers. Now, my number one spot, I have Homer Bailey. Now, Homer Bailey, he's really, really good. I mean, even though I didn't do the training yet for him, and I have no more training points, obviously, but he just is extremely consistent. As you can tell, he has great command, he has a great break-in, great stuff, and decent velocity. Now, the reason why I prefer him over others is because of that splitter. Splitter definitely tricks people, and his fastball cuts corners. That's why he's my number one. So now we're at number 2. We're gonna be going with Cueto for our number 2 spot, and the reason why I went with Cueto at number 2 is because he has a decent fastball, he has amazing break, some fantastic stuff. The only thing that I do not like about Cueto is you can easily steal on him. His pitching stance, he doesn't have a fast one like my third spot. I'm going to talk about Latos in a second, but Cueto, you can easily steal a bag on this guy. It's unless I pick you off, there's no way I'm going to throw you out. Like, there's just no way. It's been countless times that people have stolen on me with like a 70 speed, 80 speed. Is ridiculous. But anyway, other than that, he has a really good pitch. He has a fantastic pitch mix. That cutter and two-seamer, you can trick people all day with that. So I mean, that's why I have him at number 2. We're gonna jump on to number 3. Yeah, for the number 3 spot, we have Latos. Now, the reason why I have him at number 3 and not like number 5 is because, first of all, this guy, he can switch between his regular pitch and his quick pitch, and I think that's fantastic for a lot of pitchers to have, because I mean, when someone's on base, you can easily throw them out. Now, like what I said before, Cueto wasn't really good at that, and I've gotten so many people stealing bases on me, and it kind of annoys me. Even though he has a great pitch mix, Latos does as well, but as you can tell, they're all A grades, they're not all S grades. So even though Latos has, like a 107 command, 103 break, 106 stuff, and a 95 velocity, which is not that good, but he still gets it done because of that cutter and two-seamer mix. Fantastic mixes, guys. To have a cutter and two-seamer together, it can trick the batter a lot. Now, I'm not sure if that's to every batter, because some batters like the two-seamer, so you have to be careful who you pitch it to. Just test them out with the fastball, because the fastball has been buffed in this game, and it's really, really good. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Okay, now we're talking about Nolan. Now, Nolan doesn't have as many pitches in his arsenal, but I mean, he does have late break, so I don't mind using him. I think that his changeup to his fastball works exceptionally well, because of the late break of his changeup. The only thing is there's a lot of batters out there who can lay off his changeup, and it's not as deceptive as you may think, because if they do hit it, they can possibly get a base hit, because a changeup in this game is kind of broken. You know, you can actually throw a changeup really low and it gets hit for base hits most of the time. Not most of the time, but some of the time. So, I mean, because of these reasons, I don't have him in my top 3. I have him in the 4th spot. As well as, he has great velocity to a certain extent. He has fantastic break, fantastic stuff. It's just, I feel that he just doesn't have the pitch mix that would put him over the top to get him that probably 2nd spot or the 1st spot. Yeah, so Mike Leake. Okay, so Mike Leake actually was fun to pick. I mean, I actually love the fact that he has the cutter, he has the curveball, he has a slider, he has the changeup, the four-seamer, he has the sinker. These are some amazing pitchers, but why is he behind Nolan, right? Because Nolan only has 4 pitches, but in this guy's pitch mix is way better. The reason why Mike Leake is in this position is because Mike Leake, he doesn't have great break on his pitches. Even though his stats show 114 break, his sinker is so bad that I'll throw a sinker so far underneath the strike zone and the batters will get a base hit off of it. And this happens so frequently that I will not have him anywhere near my top 3 starters. I won't do it. No, I will not. And to be honest with you, now that they just introduced franchise cards and Aaron Harang is actually going to be on there, I'm going to switch with Harang. I'm going to bring in Harang and replace Leake with Harang. I prefer Nolan because, to be honest with you, I could get some people out with the fastball alone. I've done it with Nolan a lot because people are kind of hesitant with that fastball changeup. But with Leake, it's just like, I guess it's the velocity. Maybe because he has 93 velocity. That could be it, guys. But yep, that's the reason why Leake is in number 5. And that's why, that is why Leake is in the 5 spot. And on to the bullpen. Let's go. Okay, guys, so when it comes to the bullpen, there's only but one person that I really use, Lorenzen, but we're going to go through the bullpen to see, you know, how they all look, I guess you would say. But Chapman, he's actually another person that I use. You know, I haven't really done any training on him yet, but I haven't finished the training on him yet. But I mean, for the most part, you know, he has the slider, the changeup, the four-seamer, and his four-seamer is really good. You can mask his four-seamer with the changeup as well as the slider. The slider is really good pitch for right-handed batters. He's a left-handed pitcher, but I kind of throw that slider inside and then kind of pop them with the fastball inside to see if they will swing at it. Maybe they won't. Maybe they swing straight through it because it's coming so fast over the slider. So yeah, guys, I mean, when it really comes to this bullpen though, I don't really use many of these pitchers. But no worries, what I'll do is I'll just quickly go through all of the pitchers just to show you their stats and to pretty much kind of give you an overview of what I do with them. So, Hoover I use for my last resort. This is like if I have nobody left in my bullpen. That's pretty much it. Okay, on to Peralta. Again, Peralta doesn't have the best stats, but he has a sinker, so I kind of use him for the left-handed batters if I get into some serious trouble and I don't have anybody else to use. So, there you go. Now we're going to go to Mr. Hughes himself. Yeah, now Jared Hughes, I personally don't think this card is all that bad. It's just I don't use him very often because I've ran into some troubles with him, and I feel like I do have to get him completely boosted before I really see his potential. So that's that. We're gonna have more videos of gameplay with Jared Hughes in the future. But with Lorenzen now, Lorenzen I play with a lot. Now this is a new Lorenzen that I actually just brought in, a high class Lorenzen, and I have to do training with him. So even though he's 109, but his other card was like 107. But 109, and we're gonna do some training with him. We're gonna get him up to 111, 112 easily. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I personally will use Lorenzen over Iglesias, which is my closer, to close the games out. That's how good Lorenzen's card is. Now Iglesias. Now I have ran into so much problems with Iglesias. Seriously, the sinker on the inside gets hit. The sinker low gets hit. So I mean, maybe I need to work on my pitching with Iglesias more than anything, but I personally just don't like closing the game out with Iglesias. Yeah, but guys, that was my rundown for how I set up my bullpen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it. It was very fun for me to do this. This was a very different experience. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. Definitely leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any questions, or if you want me to kind of go through more detail with some of the pitchers or the pitch mixes, how I work the pitches, whatever the case may be. Guys, as always, you know what to do. Peace out.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. No waste your time no more.
A high, hard one. That's a grand slam.